You're watching Talking About. I'm John Griffith.
I'm still Cara Kilduff.
And we are joined by the fabulously funny Mr. Oscar Aydin. Welcome.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for having me on.
He has the longest eyelashes, you guys.
Literally the longest
They are
eyelashes.
beautiful.
There's some of them are still in Manhattan as we
Wow.
speak because they're so long. Like, it's on the train, 7 train.
When
like
you were little, was your mother like, oh, I was going to look at your eyelashes?
Somewhat. A little bit heavier of an accent. A little bit heavier on the accent.
I love it. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. You know, it's summer, so I'm getting a little bit more of a tan. So I look a little bit more Latino and less terrorist.
Stop.
So that helps me out in all cases, inclling Grindr.
Mira, papi, you look good.
Hey. I don't even know any Spanish, but I feel like I should.
Just a little bit.
I've always wanted to do like one of those Telemundo shows where they just get slapped and then you're just like, "Ay!"
Yeah, and it's just expressions.
That's it. Yeah. That's all you do is expressions.
And the drink toss.
Yeah, like I feel like there's no acting needed. Like there's no acting to be really needed at Telemundo. It's just expressions. Like as long as you have the.
It's very broad. You should come to my laundromat.
And then everybody does like the closed eye, and then they look, and then it's like, yeah.
And then there's dramatic music, and
right,
then
and then there's dramatic
commercial.
music, and then it fades to like, you know, Tide Bounty.
Yeah. So I told Oscar before he appeared on camera that I had fun researching him, stalking him before, you know.
Oh my God, at least someone is.
Wait, how about the fact that you said, what was it? You're a blouse.
Oh, I'm a blouse.
You're a feminine top.
Yes, that's why I've trademarked that joke, by the way.
Did you?
No, I should, but it's yeah. So I'm a blouse. I'm a feminine top.
I laughed my ass off.
Yeah, I love
when I heard that.
Yeah.
I almost spit coffee. I was like, no, he did not.
Yeah. I usually tell people when I'm performing, it's like, see Tarzan, hear Jane. Yeah. Literally, it's like, see Tarzan, hear Jane. Yeah.
Well, I saw in your brief bio that you left your television, your day job-ish stuff for comedy. Well,
I used to work, I'm not going to really age myself, but I used to work, if you remember, back in the day, the Jenny Jones Show.
Yes!
So I used to do audience for them, like I would help out with the audience. And so from there, I kind of got my taste of TV, and then I moved to New York, and I worked on a few TV shows. And then from there, I was like, oh, this is great. And then I realized I had to work 108-hour weeks, or 108-hour weeks, and I was just like, I can't do this anymore. So I was like, I'm a homosexual. I need a life. You know, like I need life.
And you didn't want this to go to waste.
I need time to go to the gym. I need time to sit in the low self-esteem room. I need time to, you know, do so many things in life.
Your hair.
Right. What's left of it. And so I was like, all right, well, so I got into the corporate world and then to pay bills.
Right.
And then I started doing stand-up comedy. But I actually took an improv class first. And then I took a stand-up comedy. And let me tell you something, I hate improv.
I love you.
No offense to all of the 5,000 white men that are currently at UCB studying
I love you,
improv.
Oscar. Thank you.
No offense at all. Because it literally is the least diverse thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, I'll rephrase that, okay?
You don't have
Not
to.
reiterate, I'll rephrase that. It's not that undiverse, indiverse, whatever. It is diverse, but it's, you know, it's like I asked a friend, I said, is it worth it for me to go to UCB? Because each class is $400. And then you got to take several classes, and you can't let a year go by. If you let a year go by, then you have to retake the same class. Then what you have to do is then after that you have to go up to like level 7. And then after level 7 you have to audition, and by the time it's like...
Is this part of Trump University?
No, I mean literally it's like 5,000 years and then you may get on an improv, like in an improv troupe.
You might.
You might. So, but I mean listen, I think it's, you know what, for people who can do it, I think it's an amazing, gift. I think that, you know, I can't do it. I think it's just because I can't share the stage.
You
I
know,
mean,
we have a lot,
obviously.
we have a lot in common, Oscar.
Yeah, we have a lot in common.
You know why? Because when you're a stand-up comic and you bomb utterly alone. But when you kill, you are all by yourself on stage.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like such a high. It's so good.
I remember I performed at a hostel once. And
Stop
it was, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. And it was like a few Argentinians, 2 people from London, 3 people from Switzerland, and I'm up here telling jokes about, like, you know, black dick and, can I say that on the air?
Yeah,
okay,
say whatever
good.
you want.
So I'm on there telling jokes about, like, that and being like, oh, I look like a terrorist and everything, and they're just stone cold.
Because they don't know what you're saying.
They have no idea what I'm saying. I think it's because I
Amazing.
talk a little too fast for them.
No, I had a similar experience where no one spoke English and they just sat there looking at me like a monkey in a cage.
Right.
Like,
You were supposed to strip both of you.
I don't know. I mean, well, that was not for free.
You're like, feed me a banana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It was, yeah,
It's a character building spot.
Well, it definitely builds your character. Yeah.
Speaking of characters,
Yeah.
don't you do several?
Yes, sorry, I keep hitting my mic and they're probably back in the sound room like, stop hitting your mic. I love doing characters. That's one of my favorite things ever. So I did a character so there's this woman on HSN, Home Shopping Network.
Yes.
I think that's it. Yeah, Home Shopping Network. So her name is Joan Boyce is her name. And she sells this like exotic, way out there kind of jewelry. She's got diamond studded boots and this and that and like big tiger brooches. And her hair is like slicked back, glasses and everything. I researched her for so long and I was like, you know what? I want to do that character. So I did it, filmed it, did it. I posted on Facebook. I sent it to her and I posted on her page and she sent me a gift of jewelry.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because literally she inboxed me and she was like, I'd like to send you something. And I was like, dear God, it's a cease and desist. I was like, it's a cease and desist. That's what she's gonna send me. And she, you know what? And she was so nice. She actually even reposted it.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah. So I want to do more. I want to do more sketch characters.
So
like
she at
that's
least has a sense of humor.
Yeah, I love doing sketch characters.
It's
I
fun.
love it. I've got so many ideas, and it's just.
I mean, back to home shopping. That's just a genre that's rife for parody.
Oh, I love it.
I used to watch it as Cure for Insomnia.
Yeah.
And there used to be one before it was HSN. It was Home Shopping Club.
Yeah.
And they used to have a little toot toot. And
Right.
there was one host on Erin. I think her name was Erin Morrissey. And whenever she would read off the list of credit cards that they accepted, she got more and more excited. It's like MasterCard, Visa, American Express, Carte Blanche, and the Discover card. It was crazy.
It scares me a little bit. Like I'm always like, when do they go to the bathroom?
They don't.
Like, do they go to the bathroom, or do they have like a catheter that just comes out of their penis and vagina that just?
I
like,
have a
allows
catheter today, right now.
I mean,
'cause I didn't get a chance
I
to
do
pee.
that when I'm like, you
Yeah.
know, walking around 8th Avenue looking for a man. I'm
But
like, I
wait,
have
which
no
side
time.
of 8th Avenue do you walk on?
Obviously the east side is prettier. We always say that. No matter where you are. The
I
east
remember
side
when
is
I
always
first moved to New York, my
prettier.
roommate was like, the east side of 8th Avenue is the queer side. The other side is where all the breeders walk. And I was
Yes,
like,
yes.
And it's
yes.
true.
Yes, it is.
It's so true.
It's true.
For the few gays that are left in Chelsea.
I
but-
know. Don't
It's still
remind me.
punchable.
I love it. Listen, you know what? I love New York City. I think it's, you know, it's hard to be a comedian in New York City.
Yep.
I mean, you can really, really hustle, but I think, you know, in the days of being a comic in New York City, it's not like the back in the day where if you got a spot on a club, it was the only place someone could see you. You know, this is the only place that I can come and see you is when you're performing at this club. Nowadays, you have social media, you have this,
Yeah.
you've got so many different outlets that comics and people of, you know, comedic backgrounds can use. So I'm always like, yeah, stand-up comedy is great, and I will love it doing it till, you know, the day I die. But the thing is, though, is that it's, you know, you got to sometimes step outside of the box in order to really take advantage of what's being offered within social media, because it's like people are just, my God, they're just
They're eating it up.
They're eating it up, and people are, everybody wants to be something on social media,
But it makes it more difficult to stay fresh.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is that, you know what, people's attention spans have gone from being able to watch a half-hour show. Now, then they went to, they went to a 15-minute show because they can fast forward through commercials. Then now they're on like little YouTube clips of like 5-minute, 10-minute short stories. And now it's gotten to the point where it's like, I know people who will say, if it's more than 3 minutes, I'm not watching it.
Oh my God.
That's how it is.
Meanwhile, I started a new show on Netflix, binging, and I was enthralled. I stayed up way too late all weekend, and I was just like, this is amazing. It was a 48-minute episode.
Of what?
It's a prison drama called Wentworth.
Oh.
It's the Australian Orange is the New Black.
I did that too. I did that.
Good.
I had I binge watched a TV show. I was just like, I recorded all the episodes and then literally just sat there one by one eating cookies. And
it's so good.
And you know what? Let me tell you something. Antiques Roadshow. That is a binge watching show.
Yeah.
That's a good binge watching show.
That means a good show.
That is two things. A, I have no life. And B, I know a lot about Degas and Jackson Pollocks. Not really. Not really.
Are you trying to stamp your gay card like with every...
Oh, it's horrible. This is why I don't have any dates.
No.
Yeah, I sit at home and I watch Golden Girls and Antiques Roadshow and mostly QVC, HSN, Evine Live. Before I had cable, that's all I watched.
Yeah, but you know what? You're doing that because you're working. That's work.
Yeah, that's...
You're gleaning inspiration. I'm just trying to justify it.
It's a tax write-off if you call it work.
Yeah.
That's what I put on my bills, on my taxes. Well,
there you go.
I mean, I love watching. I love watching it.
Like if we go out for a slice after this, I'll ask for a receipt because that's a business expense.
Yeah. Like my grinder.
That's a business expense.
That's a good business
because
expense.
anybody you go out on a date with, you're going to write a joke about.
Right, exactly.
So.
And when I go to the Blue Store, into the glory holes, every dollar I put in, that's a business expense.
Oh my God. How about you just said that and I knew exactly where on 8th Avenue that is. Like,
honestly, everybody does, right? Am I wrong here?
No.
Am I wrong here? All right, good.
How long have you been in the city?
So I am celebrating in September. I will be celebrating 12 years in New York City.
So
yeah.
So you remember when Rawhide used to be like?
Oh God, I loved Rawhide. Oh, love that bar. I love gays. They are sometimes they are just so hypocritical. You had queens screaming, "Oh, that place is so gross. It's so nasty. Nobody ever goes there." Meanwhile, they're like, peeking over at the urinals at the Eagle and getting tickled under the ball sack. And it's like, well, girl, you won't go to the Rawhide, but you go to Eagle and do that fucking shit, Like, I literally, sometimes I just can't.
I love that.
And it was, it was a great bar. They had a pool table. It wasn't anything like dirty or gross or people weren't weird or anything like that.
I think it was just the name was off point.
Yeah, it was just Rawhide. And you know what? Sometimes they had the best music in the city sometimes. I was like, yes, for that music.
There were constant celebrity sightings in there as well.
Were there?
Mm-hmm. At least I used to read about, like Drew Barrymore and...
In Rawhide?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Is Barracuda still there?
Barracuda is still there. Oh. Barracuda's still there. G Lounge is still there. Gym Bar just re-signed their lease.
You're up to date on all the real estate.
Yeah, I'm like the mayor of Chelsea. I mean, I wouldn't really. I mean, 5 years ago, I would have been like, I'm the mayor of Chelsea.
But you live in
Staten Island. Now I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm the mayor of Chelsea because there's.
Do you live in Chelsea?
Yeah, I live on 19th and 8th.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so. I know all the girls at Christides. I did the ribbon cutting there. They were like,
Stop.
Let's get a local celebrity. And I was like, well, all right.
I'm available, I think.
I'm available. Hold on. Let me just check the calendar. Yep, I'm good to go. Yeah. Yeah.
Have you been to that bullshitty donut plant on 23rd?
Oh, don't even get me started. That place is horrendous. Horrendous.
Why?
Just pour a vat of olive oil into my mouth because that's how greasy they are.
Really?
Oh,
I've never
God, they're
been.
so greasy. Yes. If you want amazing donuts, listen to this inner fat girl. If you want amazing donuts, dough on 19th Street.
Really?
Yes. God. Yes. It is so good.
Well, I had a friend that he had an art opening, and he was like, we're going to the donut plant. Do you want to come? And I was like, I'm not going for a $20 donut. No, I have places to be. And he's like, you're a fag. And I was like, maybe.
No.
Maybe I am.
No. I was like, wow, brings up childhood memories.
But I didn't want to pay $20 for a donut.
Yeah.
Dough on 19th, huh?
Yeah, Dough on 19th, so good. You have to
19th
go.
and what, see?
19th between 5th and 6th.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's worth a walk, see?
Yeah, it's very far to walk. Oh, you know what the problem is? Every time I start singing, I sound like Ethel Merman.
Me too!
Yeah. Some days I'll go under the boardwalk. And then people are like, just stop singing. And I'm like, and then I'll do like a Beyonce song. I'm like, Beehive! And they're like, that's not what it sounds like. And I'm like, somehow I'm meant to be a 90-year-old cabaret singer somewhere, I think. Yeah.
Oh my God, we have to play together. Stop it.
Yeah, we have to do like a cabaret show.
Where
we literally, like, well, that's one of the things that I'm working on is like, have you ever been to one of those cabaret shows? And they're like, I've performed with everyone. You know, I used to perform with Lucille Ball back in the days of Johnny Grant's TV show. And then she'll go on to be like, you know, I remember she'll smoke a cigarette and say, I'm going to sing a medley for you that I once sang with
Dean Martin.
Dean Martin. Dean Martin. I used to sing this song with Judy Garland. Judy Garland was there too.
And no song gets sung.
And no song gets sung because she's just like, somewhere. You know, my cat, Gert, died at the age of 20. And you're like, what happened to the song? You're like, what happened to the song? You never get through a song. I love that. That's one of my favorite things I love. Like, I just want to be like, that might be another character that I might develop is like a 90-year-old woman, cabaret singer who has just, and you know what? I want her cat to be sitting on the side. Like, just sitting there, kind of half dead, just inhaling the smoke, and I just throw, like, money at it and be like, go get me some cigarettes, Claude.
And keep changing the cat's name every time.
Yeah. Clive, go get me some cigarettes, Clive.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
Do you have any shows coming up?
You know, I do have a few shows coming up. I have a show on, I believe, the 19th. I'm starting to get back into doing stand-up. I took a few kind of like months off for personal reasons. And by personal reasons, I mean I was just lazy. And I didn't want to go into the cold weather. And like, I was like, oh God, now. And then I realized, no, I actually have to hustle. My friend gave me this quote. She is one of my best friends. And she said, she's like, showbiz waits for no one.
Yeah.
So she's like, you gotta hustle until people don't know you don't have to introduce yourself anymore. So that's, yeah, so now I have to really get back into it and like push myself and keep going and, you know, we'll see what happens, you know. There's a bright, starry world out there, yonder a flushing.
Oh my God, that is like so Kiki and Herbish.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I love it. That's how gay I am.
You might possibly be the gayest gay we've had on in a while.
Really?
I am so enjoying
Not
this.
even like a drag queen?
No.
Oh, wow, that's, that's shocking.
Yeah. You like an OG. You original gay, you know?
Oh, see, like, I'm like, I look butch, but then it's like you just...
Bear Donna.
Huh?
Yeah.
Gayer than Bear Donna.
Who's Bear Donna? Oh my God, is Bear Donna the one with the cups and the beard and the hair?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that on 8th Avenue once. I was like, you're adorable. I was like, good for you. You go, girl.
A blouse.
Okay, well, you mentioned that you have some dates coming up.
Yeah.
Where can people find them out?
So I'm updating my website. I have a plea. If anyone would like to help me redesign my website, I shall give you nothing but love and affection and maybe a few dollars your way. But I'm on Facebook, Oscar Aydin, and then I have to redo my website, so I'll be posting more on that. And then I also have a like page, so you can find that as well, Oscar Aydin. So I guess I have to start posting on that more.
You on the Twitter also?
I cannot do Twitter. I cannot.
Why?
It makes me nervous. I get anxiety attacks about doing.
Excuse me, 2 years ago you were saying the same thing.
I get anxiety attacks about doing Twitter. I don't know how to express myself in 170 characters.
No, but you know what? It really helps with writing jokes.
Really?
You get to the funny faster. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah. It really, trust me, it's an exercise that helps.
I mean, it's like now I have to do like Snapchat, and then I have to do Twitter, and then I have to do Vine, and then I have to do like Growler, and then I have to do Grindr, and then I gotta be funny on, you know, blackpeoplemeet.com, and then I gotta be black, you know, funny here, and then I gotta do, and it's just like I cannot. I'm exhausted already. Literally, I'm exhausted.
Well, at least you're not into onlyfarmers.com.
Huh?
Farmersonly.com.
Oh, I should try that one.
Every time I go to Florida, I see the commercials for it. No joke. It's like farmersonly.com or
Really?
something
I get
to
the
that
ads
effect.
popping up for Christian Mingle, and I'm just like, oh, you've got the wrong girl.
You have got the wrong. No. Huh? They should have, you know what? They should start one. Don't you dare take this idea. Sinnersmeet.com.
I bet you it's already out there.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, sinnersmeet.com. That'd be a great one.
It's probably already a naughty site or something.
I mean, I'm not labeling myself
You look
at all.
so pretty on camera.
You know, I was like, oh my God, I actually look somewhat respectable and
look good.
somewhat good on TV.
Yeah.
And then he told me it's HD, and I was like, oh my God, I literally need like so much light on me to
Oh
make
no,
me
I
not
have
like.
no makeup on.
Yeah, like you could literally take the bags off of under my eyes and sell
please.
them on Canal Street.
No.
Like literally unhook them, put a handle on it, and go sell it. I probably should do that because I need to pay rent.
Oh my God, you are hilarious.
And thank you so much.
No, thanks for having me on the show. I really, really appreciate it.
I'm totally gonna friend you later today.
Yeah, friend me.
Absolutely.
Do you remember Fire Marshal Bill?
Yes. That was before Jim
That
Carrey.
was
Like,
so
I
good
love that
TV.
character.
That, In Living Color, and Mad TV.
Yes.
Yeah.
In Living Color, that is like.
Yeah, I know. I know, it's a shame it's all gone. So.
Oh, those were good. Those were good programs.
Yeah,
Back
they
in
were.
our day.
Yeah, they were.
Thank you again.
No,
I
thank you
really,
so much for
really
having me.
appreciate
I
it.
really appreciate it. I
You
had
have
so
to
much
come on
fun.
again.
So
Yeah,
find them on the Facebook, and there'll be links on the www.talkingabout.info website.